Fish pleads to save. Once upon a time, in a small fishing village by the sea, there lived a wise old fish named Joe. Joe was not an ordinary fish, for he possessed the power of speech. He had lived in the village for many years and had seen countless of his fellow fish caught and taken away by the humans who lived there. As a result, Joe had developed a great respect for the sea and all its creatures, and he often warned his fellow fish about the dangers of venturing too close to the shore. One day, as Joe was swimming near the shore, he spotted a group of fishermen getting ready to cast their nets into the water. Knowing what was about to happen, he quickly swam towards them and shouted out in his clear, fishy voice, "Please, humans, spare us from your nets. We are living beings, just like you. We have families, friends, and feelings, just like you. Please, don't kill us, for your own selfish needs." The fishermen were taken aback by Joe's words, for they had never heard a fish speak before. They looked at each other in disbelief, unsure of what to do. Joe continued to plead with them. "You don't have to catch us to survive. There are other ways to feed yourselves. You can fish in a sustainable way, without harming us, or the sea. Please, I beg of you, spare us." The fishermen were moved by Joe's words. They had never considered the impact of their actions on the sea and its inhabitants. They had never thought about the fact that fish had families and feelings, just like humans did. After a long moment of contemplation, the fishermen decided to listen to Joe's plea. They put down their nets and returned to shore, vowing to fish in a more sustainable way from that day forward. Joe's message had spread throughout the village, and soon, the humans who lived there began to see the sea and its creatures in a new light. They no longer saw the fish as mere objects to be caught and sold, but as living beings with their own unique personalities and lives. Joe had become a hero in the eyes of the fish and the humans alike. He had taught them that all living beings had a right to exist, and that it was up to each and every one of us to protect the world we shared. Years went by, and Joe grew old and wise. He had seen many changes in the village, but one thing remained the same. The humans continued to fish in a sustainable way, and the fish were no longer afraid of them. One day, as Joe was swimming near the shore, he heard a small voice calling out to him. It was a tiny fish, barely a few inches long, who had come to ask for his advice. "Dear Joe," the fish said, "I am afraid of the humans. They scare me with the big boats and their nets. What can I do to protect myself?" Joe smiled at the young fish and said, "Just remember this, we are all connected. The humans and the fish, the sea and the land, the sky and the earth. We are all part of the same great web of life. And as long as we respect each other and work together, we can create a world where all living beings can thrive." The young fish listened carefully to Joe's words and swam away, feeling a sense of hope and wonder. And Joe, the wise old fish, who had taught a village to see the world in a new way, continued to swim in the sea, spreading his message of love and respect to all who would listen.